I mean, at this point, book hauls are just a way of life. Hey everyone, welcome back to Andrew's Wizard of Reads, and as always guys, I'm Andrew, and today I got another book haul for you, but before we get to that book haul, make sure you are liking and subscribing, and hitting that bell notification so you can get regular updates for when I put out new content. I post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And that said guys, this is a pretty decent sized book haul, but the reason for that is when I was filming my last book haul, I made a error. I forgot to include any of my ebooks that I had purchased in the month of October. So this is going to be kind of an October-November book haul because I'm going to kind of go back and tell you the ebooks that I also acquired because ebooks count, guys. I cannot stress that enough. I've had some gifts. I've had a lot of, a trade-in. I've done some unhauls, stuff like that. I don't tend to cover unhauls on the channel, mainly because, I just really like refining my collection down. So I do spot unhauls. So, if I buy a bunch of books and then I'm like, hey, I didn't like that, even if it was a gift, I don't want to make people feel bad, so I kind of clean up my shelves monthly, and so some of that comes from the store credit that comes from that. But let's start with the ebooks. I don't know why I had to explain why I don't cover unhauls, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, we're gonna start with I did 2 Alastair Reynolds books. In fact, let me scoot over so I can go ahead and show you the art right here. I did 2 Alastair Reynolds books. I did Revelation Space, which is the Inhibitor Trilogy, Book 1, as well as Redemption Arc. Sorry, I got my laptop over here with my ebooks, but Redemption Arc, which is the second book in that trilogy as well. All right, let's see if I can scroll on over because I gotta kind of go through my digital purchases. I also got I got Night Shift by Stephen King. I mentioned in a video that I was reading Night Shift by Stephen King. I did not, however, this is an October purchase. It was on sale for $1.99. I did go ahead and pick up Night Shift by Stephen King, which is a short story novella collection. I've also did it's Out of. Sorry, I can speak. It's Out of House and Home, which is Fred the Vampire Accountant, book number 7. I have already read this. This is by Drew Hayes. I love this series. I've talked about it on the channel before. You should definitely check it out. Okay. And then I got, let's see, Seasons of Aladon by Christopher Warman. And this is the 8th Chant, book 1. I've been seeing this around quite a bit on BookTube, or at least on Twitter. BookTweet? What is the book community on Twitter called? I don't actually know this information, but I got this one mainly because it was free, and I've also heard some pretty good reviews about it. And then I knew nothing about these, but these were also free. I got Pieces of 8 and Bloodlines, which is books 1 and 2 of the Guardian of Empire City trilogy, or maybe it's not a trilogy. I don't know. This is by Peter Hartog. I know nothing about this. I think it's thriller, urban fantasy, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. All I saw was free, and then I just clicked grab. So, we've got those. I also then picked up for, I think $4.99 for 5 books, was Chronicles of the Black Gate, the complete series by Phil Tucker. Now, I picked this up because I was researching SPFBO. And the year that had Sinland of Sins and the Lotlands was a really strong year. And I believe this one, the Black Gate, came in... Black Gate? Yeah, Black Gate Chronicles came in second that year. And I don't really hear a whole lot about it. And so Phil Tucker kind of released the complete series on Kindle, which is 3,500 pages for $4.99. And since it, rated so highly that year, I went ahead and picked that up. I had to get it. I also, just last night, picked up The Dragon's Path, which is the Dagger and Coin, book 1, on ebook by Daniel Abraham. I'm loving his work. I just finished A Shadow in Summer, which is the first book in LPQ, or The Long Price, or Long Price Quartet, whatever you call it. I really enjoyed that read, so I decided to go ahead and start picking up his other work as well. Now we can start talking physical books. And guys, when it comes to physical books, I've just got books everywhere. I've mixed them up for some reason. I don't know why I've done this. But since I'm already talking, let's kind of get to the crux of things. So I went ahead and I was at Half Price Books last night, And somehow they had the 2 copies of The Expanse that I didn't have. Books 7 and 8 in hardcover. The dust jacket was a bit rough on this one, so I went ahead and threw a Mylar cover on it. I think I'm actually going to wrap all of these in Mylar, mainly because The Expanse dust jackets don't seem to be, like, super durable. Like, once you read them a couple times, they start kind of falling apart. Or, like, you get color bleed at the bottom from, like, the hand moisture. So I'm going to Mylar wrap all of my Expanse books. I've been really getting into Mylar wrapping. You've heard me talk about this on the channel. And so I'm really, really excited. So that's Tiamat's Wrath. Let's get a non-shine on there. There we go. And then we've also got Persepolis Rising. I don't know why I wanted to say Persepolis. I think that's a completely different series. By James S.A. Corey, which is just Daniel Abraham and Ty Frank. Then, let's go ahead, now that we're getting I got everything out of order and I don't know why. These are actually in the right order. And I saw these on the shelf. You can see this is a little shiny. Basically, the front cover was a little ripped, so I threw, I had to protect the cover to keep it from falling off. But this is R. Scott Baker's The Prince of Nothing trilogy. And we've got The Darkness That Comes Before. And this is the matching set, which is kind of hard to find. So I went ahead and snagged these. Usually I would pass on a ripped cover, but with just like a little bit of tape, yeah, you can see in there, I'm not happy about it. But I had to do what I had to do. We got The Darkness That Comes Before, which I've already had a physical copy of this, which I put in the traveling book box. But I didn't have the other 2. We got The Thousandfold Thought and The Warrior Prophet. I've heard great things about this. I've heard it's got really good prose. It's got really dark themes, and it's just overall a fantastic book. All right, and then from my good friend and patron, The Boiled Jellyfish, he sent me book 10. He's been sending me all of the Cradle books. He sent me book 10 of Reaper, which I really, really appreciated this. I've already read this one. I've really, really enjoyed this. I do have a non-spoiler review of books 8 through 10 on the channel, which I'll go ahead and link up in the cards. Guys, this is, Cradle just keeps on hitting. It's so good. I've had a lot of fun with it. I'm super excited to have this in collection, and it's literally like right over my desk where I can just constantly see it at all times throughout my day. And they also sent me book 2 of the Hang God trilogy by Tilda Cold Holt. I always have to look at the name before I say it just to make sure I don't mess it up. And that's Shackled Fates. I haven't started the first book yet, which I think is Northern Wrath. But I have it. It's gorgeous. Guys, like these covers, I like how it does like the matte finish. In the last book haul I did with Northern Wrath, like it's got a matte and then it's always got a shiny section, which just kind of makes it pop. I really, really enjoy that. So this is very, very Norse fantasy. I'm super excited to get into it. Let's go ahead and continue on with this book haul. I've got a few more books here. All right, guys. I went ahead and picked up the 3rd book in the Lotlands trilogy. I read the first book, The Grey Bastards, this last month. I really, really enjoyed it. I started out kind of dubious on it, and then like by the halfway point, like just strapped me in. I was in for the ride. I really enjoyed it, and I wanted to have the hardcovers of the entire trilogy because I think this is going to be one that I reread for many, many, many years to come. All right, and then I don't know why I bought these. Literally last month I said, if I like the first book, I'll go ahead and pick up the rest. That wasn't true because I just went ahead and bought them anyway. And that would be books 2 and 3. I think book 2 is The Blackland Captain, and book 3 is The Iron Jackal by Chris Wooding. Let's see, where are you? Yeah. So, in my last book haul, I had mentioned that the KDJ books in the UK's had a much more consistent covers. And I kind of wanted to just take a second to show you. So, if you look here, this is book 1, Retribution Falls. I hauled this last month. This isn't part of this haul. But then, like, if you look, you got Blackland Captain, and you've got Iron Jackal. This is very consistent cover art, very consistent fonts. The UK covers do not have these. Also, super floppy, very nice spines. Like, I'm very happy that I went the UK route here. If you are wanting to continue Chris Wooding, I highly recommend you go. Like, you can find them on, like, Blackwell's, Book Depository, what have you. Guys, it's got a consistent spine. I really, really enjoy the UK printing of this instead. It's got, like, figures at the top. Like, it's going to look really handsome on your shelf if you go the UK route. versus if you go the American route, it's not going to. It's just not going to. I don't know why the UK printing is just not that good, but it can't hold a candle to the UK printings. But that said, let's not really talk a whole lot more about that, but I do want to show you the cover art in a little more detail. We got Black Lung Captain here, and we got Iron Jackal here. This is by Chris Wooding. I have only read book 1 of the Dark Water Legacy by Chris Wooding, but I loved it. I recommend it to everybody. I've gifted that book, I think, the most. Out of any books that I gift to, like, my friends, I am constantly buying them the Ember Blade because I loved it so much. So I've got so much hope that I'm going to love the KDJ series by this author as well. All right, and then this one I won in a Twitter giveaway. Basically, well, no, I think this one was, it was part of a giveaway, and it was like done on multiple sections. Basically, I entered through Patrick Leo's channel. He was helping the author do the giveaway of this. And guys, this book is so handsome. It is more beautiful. The physical hardcover is more beautiful than Dragon Mage, which is hard to do. Basically, this is Ringlander by Michael S. Jackson. Guys, like, it is so gorgeous. This is the author edition. This is a numbered 29 out of 50, and it is signed by the author. But even the standard hardcover, which just isn't numbered and signed, is absolutely stunning. This is one of the ones where you take off the dust jacket and the naked hardcover. Is just stunning. It's so beautiful. Let's get in on that art a little bit, just so you can kind of see what's going on here with the spine. Yes. And basically, I initially saw this book on Patrick's channel, and he like held it up and he showed me the art, and I was like, oh, that's pretty. And then like I saw that the author was doing the authored editions, and basically like when I found out, because he's a UK based author, and so self-pub, I should clarify, and so, you know, shipping is just going to be expensive, and so it was going to be like $45 just to get this version. And so, like, I sadly had to bow out. And then Patrick decided to help the author do the giveaway, and I won. And I was just like, oh my god! Like, oh, it was so cool. It kind of comes with a couple bookmarks. Let's kind of show you these nice little bookmarks. I'm starting a little bookmark collection. I'm really starting to like it. And then it's got a quote from Strawman page. I can't actually read what page that is, 28 or 98, but it's also, it's signed by the author. I just love this. This was really cool. Last I checked, if you go on the author's website, which I'll go ahead and link in the description down below, he still had some of these available, the signed and numbered editions, or numbered? Yes, numbered. Signed and numbered. I think last time I looked, he had about 17. Now, by the time this video comes out, will those still be available? I don't actually know. And then, if you guys watch my buddy Nico's channel, which you should totally be checking out his channel, you will know that last weekend, or a couple weekends ago, I met him in just north of Chicago. Let's just say in the Chicago area. And we went to a couple independent bookstores, the Book Bin and the Bookstall. And basically, we just had a fun time. We went out to lunch, and it was a lot of fun. He actually did a video of it, and so I'll go ahead and link that up on the cards. And probably in the description down below, you can check it out there. It was a lot of fun. But he actually gifted me, for driving up to meet him, a couple books. And one of those is another KJ Parker book. I still haven't read any KJ Parker book, but like when I was hearing about the Two Swords, it's like Volume 1, Volume 2, and Volume 3. Well, this is Volume 1. It sounds super epic. It's like a soldier with a gift for archery, a woman who kills without a second thought, two brothers, both unbeatable generals, now fighting for opposing armies. And like, that's just the first bit of the blurb. And I'm in love with what I'm hearing about this trilogy. Or, I don't know if it's supposed to be like a single book, because it says Volume 1, Volume 2, and Volume 3, not Book 1, Book 2, Book 3. And they're all called The Two Swords. So this might be like a single story, just spread out across 3 volumes. Guys, if I love this, you can bet that I am going to be buying more KJ Parker. I'm actually reading my first KJ Parker this month, which is The Hammer. So I'm super excited for that. And then, of course, you know, I've got a bookmark from the Bookstore, which is one of the bookstores that we went to. Nico was kind enough to give me one of the ones that they gave him. And so I've got that kind of in my collection now. I keep it on a bookshelf just to kind of remember that trip. It was a lot of fun. And then he also got me Ken Follett's The Evening and the Morning. This is the prequel to the Pillars of Earth trilogy. And I don't actually know what that trilogy is called, but you can see it says the prequel to the Pillars of Earth. So now all I need is a Column of Fire, and I'm looking for it in this kind of penguin paperback. My local Half Price Books had 3 copies of it last night, all in hardcover. And because I've got this all in paperback, and in fact, I might even be getting like the matching penguin Pillars of Earth and just like swapping out the copies because I'm a little neurotic and I like my copies to match. So yeah, we might be doing that. But guys, like I haven't even read any Ken Follett yet, and I know like he just released The Never, which is completely unrelated to this series, but like it's everywhere now, and even just seeing that on shelves is making me want to read Ken Follett. So that said, guys, like that is this book haul. There of course will be more book hauls because we know I can't do a book buying ban. It's not feasible. It doesn't work, and we've kind of put that to rest. So that is the end of the book haul. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of my haul. What did you think of some of these books? Which one did you think was the prettiest? Let's go with that one. If you want to chat on a more regular basis, of course, there is a link down below to the Wizardly Duo Discord. We would love to have you there. Or if you want to support the channel on a more regular basis, you can go ahead and click that Patreon link. Your support is always appreciated. Or if you just want to buy me some books, the link to my Amazon wishlist is there as well. Because I'm not going to stop hauling. And so, yeah, the more books, the better. That said, guys, and that is the end of the video. So let me know what you thought. And until next time, guys, peace out. Stay magical. Bye. And as always, I want to give a huge thank you to my patrons.